gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all.
One, go.
Hello everybody and welcome back to UKSG Spring 2021 in Aid of Crisis. I hope you're all enjoying the event so far, and I'm sure you will enjoy it even more as we're just about to get ready with Jade Cocoon, Story of the Tamamayu by DeJackOfHearts. So, well, you can take it away now.
Hello everyone. This is as you heard, Jade Cocoon, Story of the Tamamayu. Classic old PS1 RPG, monster battling. Always go with the fuchsia because the fuchsia is the best RNG menu color. Anyway, I believe there was a bid wolf for the name. So if you want to give me the name, and I can start the game.
Yep, there was. So as far as I can see, the name was Pochi, so Pochi.
I remember. Okay, cool. Pochi. All right. So I'll get ready to start. I'll do a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you very much. I will need it because this is not a very forgiving run. A lot can go wrong. To be honest, not much in the first 10 minutes can go wrong because it's literally a button mashing story. Regular viewers of UKSG might remember I've played this before, and I believe it was the Winter 19? ? And we were in a pub called the Summoners, and it was a nice little pub. But they had another group there, and they were doing YouTube karaoke in the other room and streaming it at 4K. So of course our stream kept dying, and of course it just happened to be during my run of Jade Cocoon. That time I did Glitchless, any percent, and today I'm doing Glitchless. So it's going to be a bit of a longer run, as I said, because I'm not allowed to use any of the glitches. Got some voice acting here, so I'll let it play.
He's run off, you know. It's all hearsay. It seems as if he was stolen by a Nagi woman, and he ran off.
Got the essential cup of tea. If you don't have a cup of tea, get some water. Stay hydrated, folks. Always a good idea. Not much to say during this intro bit. I won't be allowed, like I said, I won't be allowed to use the one main glitch that we use for speed running. Okay, for some reason, and I don't get this. If you don't have the analog on your PlayStation controller, your character doesn't like to run. He just stops and starts, and I don't know why. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I always forget to turn on analog when I start a new run. A normal, like any percent run with good RNG can be done in under 55 minutes. My best time, my PBs are 52:04, and Glitchless is about 110, 115 with average RNG. So hopefully it should be around 1 hour 15 for this run. But yeah, Glitchless is about 20 minutes slower than any percent because there are several cutscenes that we have to watch and a couple more bosses that need to be fought. And I'll explain that when we get to them. There's also another minion that needs to be caught. So in any percent we'll fight. We'll only grab 2 monsters. They're called minions in this game. You only need to capture 2 monsters in Glitchless. Sorry, in any percent. But in Glitchless, we need 3. And that's mostly because of a single boss. like in the late game, and I might end up crying. It's happened before because it's a pretty bad boss. It's like one of the worst bosses I've ever fought in any game ever. Yeah, we got the one mage in the village who can. By the way, the village is being attacked by giant insects, and it's meant to be. If you want to know the lore of the game, it's like the herald of a apocalypse, and you are the chosen one of the village, and you've got to go on an adventure to save the world. So very original story. But I don't know. It's there's not much to know about the story. If you want to play, I'd suggest if you like obscure JRPGs, turn-based battling. It's got a very unique combat system and a unique monster system, where you can literally get two different monsters and mush them together, and you'll make something that looks like a combination of the two. It's got a very unique breeding system. It's like that thing that Pokemon website where you put two Pokemon together and it just mixes them, but this is it actually mixes the meshes. So they look like unique monsters. Garai walking slowly as possible because of course it's a speed run. And lots more dialogue to mash through. And we're almost done with the intro section. We can actually get to the game very soon. We just need to have one more quick dream. He's all sad because he's got to go on an adventure and save the world and get married. And he's 14 or something. But
as we're about to be...
Sorry, what?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, since we're just before we basically go on an adventure, I wanted to ask you if we had time for a quick donation.
Oh yeah, go ahead. It's the perfect time.
All right, we've got $10 from Hades saying, "All the best to you, Jack, and good luck for the run. Greetings from Arcania."
Thanks.
All right, thank you so much for your donation. We really appreciate it.
According to tradition, I hereby proclaim your...
Yeah, shout out to Arcania. It's just a weird little Discord with a few members, and we like to debate science and tech and theology and philosophy and all sorts of weird stuff. Definitely nothing to do with gaming. It's just a fun little Discord for people, for a bunch of people online. So yeah, another little quick dream battle. This time we gotta fight this. We gotta stab this bee to death. This is what makes it very unique compared to all other monster battle RPGs. Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Hunter, Temtem, Dragon Seeds. I'm trying to think if there's any more on the top of my head. You can actually fight the monsters yourself. So yeah, you just literally walk up to the monster and stab. Get in the Pokeballs, Pikachu, stab. That's what Pokemon needs, if you ask me. But yeah, Dream Man's got to be fought again. Again, like last Dream, he summons a super powerful monster that just kills us in a couple of hits. There is some RNG in this battle to speed it up. You can save a whole 10 seconds if the monster before has good damage rolls and you get a critical from this one, and you can save about 8 seconds. But normally this battle just is... Yeah, there you go. The third attack will always get you. Unless it misses its first or second attack, which can happen too, and then that wastes 8 seconds. Punchy, wake up. Yeah, this game actually has like quite a lot of voice acting, but we turn it all off because it slows down the game considerably. We turn off all voice acting and turn the subtitles to instant. And then you can just mash through all the dialogue like this, because there's a fair amount of... See, like, that section there was quite big. Alright, now we actually have control of a character. Oh, not quite. Our girlfriend wants to give us a present. This will be useful later. She's like, I'll miss you, I'll be thinking about you, and you just... You just nod. And that's Kelma, he's your best friend. Bye, Kelma. Good knowing you. Alright, so the game is actually split up into like 4 different forests to start with. The first half of the game is split up into 4 different forests. And we got to go through all 4 in sequence because you don't actually get the key because they're locked, and you don't get the key for the next forest until you've beaten the previous forest. The first one is the beetle forest. The beetle forest in any percent is much better because you literally just capture your monster and then use a run walk glitch to teleport straight to the end. But in Glitchless, we actually have to go through the forest. And it's not terrible because we do actually have to capture 2 of the monsters. Like 2 of the monsters we need for the run are in this forest. But this is Chorus. He'll give us our first monster. He's like the tutorial. So that last 10 minutes was all backstory. Now here's the tutorial. But thankfully the tutorial is actually useful. Because he'll give us our first monster. And do you know what? The very first time I played this game, completely missed this monster. I just was like, oh, okay. Thanks for showing me how to play the game. Bye. And did not grab a Patron in my very first playthrough. I was like 8 or something, so... I only noticed it when my brother was like, oh, that's a cool little dragon. Where'd you get that? And he's like, Chorus gives it to you? Didn't know. And yeah, he just explains that you can't actually use monsters in this game until they've been purified, which means you got to take them to your girlfriend / mage. So I'm gonna back up here just to reset the position of this guy, and it'll make it a lot easier to dodge. Boom, that's 1, and there's a second one hidden back here. We get good RNG. Oh, double dodge! That's like so hard to do. Yes, let's go. Good run. Good RNG already. That's the end of my good RNG, I can tell. Alright, gonna dodge this guy. So this is like the main speed tech of the game, is dodging and trying to work out where you are on a pre-rendered background, which is a lot harder than it sounds. So we're gonna stab Pikachu a couple times. He's a cute little... Wow. I wouldn't say any of the monsters in this game are actually, like, cute. This is not a very cutesy game. But, actually, a lot of the art was done by, a team from Studio Ghibli. So, if you think the art style looks kind of familiar, if you've ever seen a Studio Ghibli movie, that's where you'll recognize it from. Right, get in the ball! Get in the ball! Yes! Alright, that's not actually the hard capture, that one's... Yeah, I saved about 10 seconds there by not weakening it to as far as I could. Alright, dodge this guy. And one more to dodge up here. Come on. Come on. Right. That was a little bit slow, but still way faster than Encounter. Because if you get an Encounter, basically, it's like... you don't have like 100% chance to run. And you'll waste like 15 seconds every time you fail to run. Alright, these guys I got to dodge as well. Alright, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, that second one's quite difficult to dodge. Hitboxes in this game are not very good. Right, so I've got to hit this loading zone here. And then go back into that screen. And it switches the elements of the monster. So that's another little gimmick. I don't know if you really call it a gimmick. But basically, monsters will come in 2 elements. And the Mardreg here will come in the element of air and the element of earth. And when it's earth, it's called a Terfraid. We'll see some later when we get to the next forest. But I have to switch the element there because we need a Mardreg for... we just need a Mardreg. It's like one of the best monsters in the game, to be honest. It's one of the best monsters in the game, and they give it to you at level 3, and it's right at the beginning. Let's see. Now, if I was doing like, if I was going for runs like PBs, I would not bother weakening Mardreg this amount. I would just probably capture it when I got it below 30 health. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna use a Mugwort. I got slightly too good damage rolls, so yeah. When does that happen in a speedrun? My damage rolls were too good, it cost me time. Like, when do you see that in any game, in any speedrun? Alright, but hopefully it's weakened enough it will just get in the first try. Yes! Alright, we didn't waste any time in a Mardreg. I would rather weaken it and have to heal than have it break out like 4 or 5 times. Like yesterday I was doing a practice run and it was literally, it broke out 12 times. And you only have 12 cocoon. No, it broke out 10 times and you only have 12 cocoon. So I literally had to reset my practice run. So there are some ways that the game is like sort of unwinnable. But you have to have like the stars aligned to have that happen in this game. Generally, there are plenty of backup strats. But yeah, though we did the first forest, and that is our all 3 monsters that we need. We're going to talk to Mabu, and Mabu will purify the monsters so we can actually summon them in battle. And just like in... Well, actually, she's not so much of a faker in this, in Glitchless. So, like, there's a curse on her. It's something like only women can purify minions. If men do it, the minions come out evil or something. Not super versed on the lore these days, as it's been a long time since I played it casually. But basically, only women can purify minions. But it also scars their body. So as you progress through the game, she has to cover up more and more of her scars. Like she starts wearing long sleeves, and then by the end of it, she's got like a big whole face mask on and everything. Which I guess is appropriate for the uncertain times that we live in. I need this guy. Excellent. That's good. That's good. And Taralco, I'm going to weaken with the Mardreg. So the level up system in this game is quite unique as well. You don't just get experience points. I mean, you do. Don't crit. Don't do double. Don't do half. That's excellent. Right, don't crit. Excellent. That's perfect. Right, now we're going to switch to a Patron. Right, so a Patron is level 1. The Taralco I'm fighting is level 4. That means if I kill something and it's high level, I get boosted to that level immediately. And now a Patron is level 4. So grab that skeleton key. Dodging that second Terfraid is not super hard, but sometimes you get stuck on that little wall there. If you move slightly too early. Gonna go this way. So yeah, in any percent, you turn left there and then activate the warp glitch to just warp to the end and fight the final boss. In Glitchless, we gotta go fight a poacher first, because the poacher has the key that gets us through the door to fight the final boss. I believe Leonis played this at ESA Winter 19, I think? Question mark? I think it was like just after my UKSG run. And his run was, he did pretty well. Like, not too bad on the RNG. Right, so we're gonna summon a patron. Yeah, that's right, laughing to death. Like, if you go around town, people are the worst. Like, if you go talk to all the villagers, all they do is gossip about you and your wife. Because, you know, they're basically jealous because they don't have magical powers. Thanks for missing a patron. Right. Could you give us a crit? That'd be really nice if we could get a crit. Nope, no crit. Yeah, you can 2-hit the goat if you get a crit. If you get a really bad patron, this one doesn't seem to be bad, but I kept getting really bad ones in practice. Switch to the Mardreg. Oh, do you know what? I was supposed to heal the Mardreg. It'll be fine. Yeah, they're basically everyone's jealous because you've got magical powers and they don't trust you. So even though you're trying to save their lives, they're still like gossiping and saying mean things about you. And of course, it makes Mabu feel worse because, you know, she not only has this terrible burden of being, you know, your healer, your mage, your purifier, which takes a physical toll on her body. She also takes a mental toll on her health. Wow, terrible luck. It takes a terrible toll on her mental health as well, and she becomes even more isolated as you play through the game. It's quite sad. Like, the first half of the game is very saddening. Normally, I wouldn't have to switch back to my main character here, but I missed the goat once, and then Poacher got a critical hit on me. But I need to kill Poacher with Pazzlechew, because Poacher is level 5, and we need to boost Pazzlechew's level to level 5. Alright, so don't miss, please. Thank you. Yeah, I got my physical copy about 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, cool, we got the Iron Axe. That means we don't... That's actually pretty good. Iron Axe is a rare drop. But it means we don't have to go out of our way to pick up another weapon a bit later. And to sell. Because the treasure chest I opened is just for selling everything that's inside. But yeah, I think I got my physical copy back in about 2015. And it was only like $25. Because I am playing on an NTSC PlayStation with an NTSC copy. Alright, so I'm going to walk past this guy. Don't want to wake him up. Perfect. And hopefully the RNG hasn't changed. This is still a Mardreg. Or a Turf Raid, actually. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting monsters. And yep, one Terrauka here. We're just going to run from this guy. In theory. Run chance is not, as I said, run chance is not 100%. I've lost runs before running into a monster that just would not let me run away from. So it literally just killed my character and there was nothing I could do. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was just really bad luck. Right, please retreat. Oh no! Don't do it, game! Don't do it, game! Okay, we're good. Bit close. Normally you can get past that turf raid. Oh, I missed the bloody thing. Come on. Hitbox for this is so dumb. Yeah, normally you can get past that turf raid, but I turned right slightly too much and got stuck on the wall. So that was unfortunate. So I'm going to grab the sleep spores. Don't need to heal. Correction. Shouldn't need to heal. Again, I probably should have healed before because Kikinak might... Like, there's a small chance Kikinak will kill me. But it's very small. All I have to do is not miss twice. Okay, now I've got 2 more shots. I got 30 mana to start with. It takes 10 mana to do an attack, a special attack. Special attacks are elemental. Kikinak takes extra damage from fire, and Kikinak is down. And that's why we needed Pikachu to be level 5, because a level 5 Pikachu will exactly kill Kikinak in 2 hits. Unless you get a really bad Pikachu, which again I got in practice, and Pikachu was slow, so it kept missing, and also even when it didn't kill in 2 hits. So yeah, fun times. This run's actually not going too bad, apart from hitting that turf raid. Not too bad. All right, so yeah, when those insects attacked earlier in the game, it caused a sleeping sickness, and a bunch of people fell asleep, and that's why we have to go search through the forest to find the Calibus herb. Kikinak gives us some Calibus herb powder, but of course, any good cook knows that fresh is always better than powdered. So we need to go find some fresh leaves. Although I do keep, I will say, I do keep dried herbs in my cupboard because keeping fresh ones around all the time is not very, well, I'm not going shopping every week for basil, okay? Right, turn right. Oh god, I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. Alright, please let me run, Dogglechew. That's fine. That guy's also annoying to dodge. I guess I didn't turn enough to the left. I'm gonna heal, because... Wow, I got the 1 in 6, 1 HP. Cool, thanks game. Oh my gosh. I'm just missing all the dodges. Alright, and that's why I healed, just in case this guy caught me. Okay, a little bit of movement I should have been practicing.
Would now be a good time to read the donation?
Yeah, sure. I'm only going to be running through a forest anyway.
Alright, awesome. We've got $10 from Atreus saying, "Good luck on the run, Jack. Excited to see this game as it's completely new for me. I'm playing a bingo for you, so here's $10 for stay hydrated and game volume up." And I will just say I approve the idea of playing a bingo with that. I'm totally not biased in that regard. Those $10 went towards the progression 13, or in parentheses, hard mode, difficulty choice for the Return to Castle Corded run that will be on Sunday. And this is my little reminder here that we still do have a few incentives coming up in a few hours, including, for instance, the character bid war for Cuphead. So definitely, you should keep an eye on that. And speaking of cups, of course, stay hydrated.
Yep, I just took a big drink myself. Tea is love, tea is life. I was tempted to make a big pot of tea and just like, oh, it's cutscene time, pour myself another pot.
Well, I wouldn't blame you. Always staying hydrated during cutscenes with such a large cup would definitely be a good idea, I think.
That's why I got a big mug of tea. This is like 500 mils. Oh yeah, big talking section here where they decide to, basically the one with the long hair, is evil, and they want to capture a god because they think capturing a god will help stop the curse. You can see Mabu in the background. Oh, I asked about the divine tree. I should not have done. Yeah, Mabu in the background. She's having a cover up. She's wearing a face mask. She's social distancing. She's doing everything right. I went to the wrong place there. I'm supposed to go to Spider Forest, not Barrier Gate. Wasted about 10 seconds, whatever. So yeah, so this whole bit I'm doing now completely cut out in Glitchless, in any percent, sorry. Because in any percent, I can just use the rung warp glitch and teleport to the end of the forest and be done. Whereas in this version, in Glitchless, I've got to go talk to the guy, give him the treasure, go back to the village, talk to them, get some more treasure, go back to the guy, give him the treasure again. It's it is what it is. It's a slog, this forest in Glitchless. But thankfully I haven't hit too many monsters. Only hit the 2 double chews. Can you please? Yeah, do you want to follow me? Come on. Thank you. That guy can be a bit hard to dodge because of the pre-rendered backgrounds. It's got, like, the controls for this game are not very good. I make this look a lot easier than it is, but it's tank controls. And if anyone's familiar with if anyone's not familiar with tank controls, you basically hold forward to go forward, and your left and right buttons make you turn left and right. So if you want to go forward or turn in a circle, you have to hold forward and left or right. It's pretty dumb. I'm gonna heal there. Tank controls, they were just all over PS1 games. I don't know what it was about PS1 developers, but they love their tank controls. I'll never understand it. At least, like, I complained about Tenchu. Like, last time I got to run at a UKSG was this time last year. And I ran Tenchu. That's got tank controls, but at least it's like third person behind the player, you know? Like, it's not too hard to see where you're going, whereas this is pre-rendered background, fixed camera, tank. Oh god, he wasn't supposed to respawn, that's just why I kept running. Yeah, normally if you encounter it once, it doesn't respawn, but whatever. Yeah, fixed camera, tank controls, pre-rendered backgrounds. Movement in this game is not easy. Takes a bit of getting used to. Alright, so this door is what we needed that little furry ballsack creature to unlock for us. That's why we needed to go back to him. Like I said, you can just skip to like literally here from the beginning of the spider forest in any percent. Alright, dodge 1 snake. Dodge 2 snake. That one's not even dodgeable. Like, you should never hit that second one. Dodge this one. Grab the key, please. And then we're at the final section of this forest. Anyway, I want to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, okay, thanks again. Like I said, pre-rendered backgrounds are very hard to see where you are sometimes. Oh, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, thank you. Yeah, I was slightly too far to the left there instead of on the right, so I didn't actually manage to get past it. But I managed to get past this one, so I'm okay. I dodged one of the two, I suppose, it's fine. This is another cutscene, so if you want to read anything out at the moment, you can do, Pika.
Well, indeed, that would be amazing. I would like to remind everyone that UKSG Spring 2021 is benefiting Crisis, which fights homelessness. Some of the things they do is to offer one-to-one support, advice, and courses for homeless people in 12 areas across England, Scotland, and Wales. So what they're doing is really great, and the fact that we're at basically around $1,320 raised in total for them is absolutely amazing. And I think we can all be proud of that. Like, I could probably, I'd like to do a clap, but it would be a pretty lame clap here, just on my own without like a proper sound effect. But I know we can go even further, so I'm looking forward to see how that will go.
All right, thank you very much. We were given an item when we were in that last like lung talky bit to go capture the god, and then it failed because they're a lot more powerful. So Jabara decides to try and kidnap Karai, but of course Karai again has magical powers, and Jabara does not. So doesn't end too well for Jabara and the rest of the village. Tank dating sim. Nice. Step tank, what are you doing? Sorry, it's too early for jokes like that. And of course, we're doing this on the wrong weekend. We should have done it last weekend because that was when April 20th was, and now everyone's stoned. There's Kelmar, our best friend. Hi, Kelmar. Bye, Kelmar. So our wife has become so scarred, she's turned into a fairy. And now this game is Zelda, because you're playing an ocarina and followed around by a fairy girl, and I know. I think that's the only two Zelda links I can think of. I think there's a third one. I'm blanking on it right now. And Gurai's Force Ghost is like, you must go to the Dagobah system. I mean, the Moth Forest. You are the chosen one. And now we're in the final forest of the first section of the game. Excuse me while a bug flies in my eye. Alright, so I shouldn't need to switch the elements, so... Or do I? I don't know. I'm going to go right here, and then left here. And draw out the Shulia. Yeah, don't know why I'm going into the menu. Shulias are great because they are level 10, and we need our Mardrake to be level 10 for the next battle. Because remember, we got Mardrake about 20 minutes ago, and we haven't leveled it up yet once. But now we're going to level it up 7 times in one... I said we're going to level it up 7 times in one battle. As long as Patochu can hit a goddamn attack. Alright, one more attack on the Shulia. It's got 38. I think my maximum roll is 20. Yeah, of course I did max roll. Alright, going to switch to Mardrake. Good thing about Shulias is they have no defense whatsoever. So even though it's 7 levels higher, it's got no defense, no attack. It's a magic monster. Magic monsters in this game, notorious for being bad. They're just not as good as physical monsters. Okay. Now we're going to use our sleep spores. We're going to equip the Riquette's garb. Yeah, that's true. The snail thing was, it's got a completely different model in the original Japanese. They in the original Japanese, they're sort of like a mix between it's like halfway between a gollywog doll and a fairy. Wow, nice control there, Jack. Well done. The reason we put these guys to sleep is so we can run past them. I know I just wasted all that time by putting them to sleep. Yeah. This is the time in the speed run where I'll just say I'm going to shut up and let the music play. Because music in this game is fantastic. Alright, so second poacher we gotta fight, again just like the first poacher, we gotta kill him to get a key. So we're gonna summon Mardreg. And if we're lucky we've got a good Mardreg and we can 2-hit the monster he brings out. But I think it's like a 1 in 5 to get a Mardreg with high enough stats to 2-shots the boss. So we'll see. It's not impossible, I've had it plenty of times. Just, I don't think I've ever had it during a marathon run. No, that's not a good Mardreg. And we got a crit, so that's cool. Okay. So we're gonna use Paddle Chew to kill the poacher. You might see me sometimes, like, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna defend. Oh my god, really? Another crit? I'll risk it for the biscuit. Got a YOLO strat. Don't crit me! Alright, cool. Excuse me. Yeah, that was a bit scary, but we got there. So yeah, we defend sometimes to get back mana. When you defend in battle, you get mana back. So we defended there to get slightly more mana back because it's 10 mana to use in the special attack, like I said already. So now both of those are boosted to level 11, and we've got the key, got the pupa key. We're going to warp out the forest. The Hunter's Earring is what you use to run warp glitch in any percent. But here we're going to use it for its intended purposes and warp out the forest. Nice control. Head back into the moth forest. Did I remember to grab the liqueur? I think I remember to grab the liqueur. Right. Yes, I did. Alright, so we're going to turn left, slightly. Okay, sometimes the Shulia or Asher there respawns, because when it's air type, it's Shulia. When it's fire type, it's called Asher. Sometimes it respawns, like there's an Asher. Sometimes it doesn't. So I moved Jank there. Because you can't see it when it's off screen, obviously. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. And we're done with the Moth Forest now. This is the final area of the first half of the game. So the next half of the game is going to be split into... So this is where, like... I think... So the voice acting in this game is pretty damn good. For PS1 standards anyway, it's pretty good. But they decided, for whatever reason, the developers decided to cut out huge portions of the story to make way for voice acting. Which, you know what, I would have preferred to have the story, to be honest, because I like a good story in a game. So, when it came to the second half of the game, they basically just palette swapped the forests. Which you'll see in a bit. You'll see that in a bit. There's a small talking section here. If you want to read anything out, Pika, go ahead. There's a good time for it.
Well, Jack, you've got absolutely perfect timing here. Because, well, first off, see, I mentioned earlier that I would have been loving to clap, but you know, it would have been a bit weird on my own, but I think I'll do it anyway. Because, first off, we've got a $200 donations from Rusix saying, "Good luck with the run, Jack." So first off, just that is already amazing. But secondly, we also got another $40 donation from Jacobo the Chocobo saying, "Love this game. Good luck, Jack." And here I am with my little cringy clap. I don't know if you heard it, at least I tried, but that's because you guys deserve it. At this point, we're now at $1,560 for Crisis, and I'm thinking, in how long can we reach 1.6k? I dare say, quite soon. Thank you so much for your donations, we really appreciate it, and let's keep going.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. That's so cool. And Rusix, I miss you, dude. We need to have live events again. We need to have in-person events. I don't know about you, but I've got cabin. I about you guys, but I think after a year in isolation, I'm getting a bit of cabin fever.
We're all in this together, Jack, and everything's gonna be fine.
Actually, it's gotten a lot better since I moved out. So, like, I haven't been streaming for several months because I was living in a place and they got rid of the internet. So I've moved into my own place now, so I'll be streaming again, which is good. It's a lot easier to... It's a lot more relaxing to stream when I don't have people living in the house and complaining I'm making too much noise, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I just heard some banging. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I'll be streaming a lot more now. So, because this is like today would be the first time I've streamed since October. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to streaming again. So if you want to see more of these runs, definitely give me a follow. I intend to beat the Glitchless world record. Yeah, the Glitchless world record at some point soon. It currently is at 108 and change. And I want to get that down to a 106. Yeah, we got cabin fever. Man, I haven't seen Muppet Treasure Island in about 25 years. Alright, so bit of a cutscene section there where they introduce new characters. The two girls were your new mage and your new shopkeeper. You don't actually go to the shop in the village in Glitchless, but you do in any percent, but... yeah, this is Moo. So we're going to talk about supplies, and we are going to sell everything we have, basically. And that, and them, and that. And the skeleton key, and I'm going to keep the Tendai for safety. We're going to buy... I'm gonna buy another sleep sword just in case. I'm gonna buy 4 mirrored davas. These will be important, and then I'm gonna buy 11 of them and 11 of them. I'm gonna ask about weapons, and we're going to sell the iron axe that we got and the silver crown that we got from a treasure chest. And that's more than enough money, because we're going to buy everything we need right here, right now. Right here, right now. Yes. What am I doing? This Sparrow Ruff. Done this 100 times. I know what item I'm buying. Oh, I didn't equip my... It's like, why is my speed so low? I must not have equipped the little bird. Yeah, I didn't equip the little bird or the Sparrow Ruff. Must have been mashing through the text too quickly. Alright, that's fine. We need those items because they increase our speed. Now, although we were happy to stab monsters early in the game, now we're relying on our monsters to do all the damage. Shout out to Lexichu, who's another player of this game. Not so much a speedrunner, but she has like played a lot casually. And she's done a speed run where you don't use any monsters, like, at all. And it took several hours. So, props for the endurance. If you can imagine having to do like the final bosses and just using like vanilla weapons, it's a lot harder than it sounds. Okay, so I've got to get a patron to level 12. We're gonna go this way because we can take the path, but there are 3 monsters on the left path there, and well, there are 3 monsters on both paths, but these ones you can run past. You don't have to encounter. And I'm gonna talk to this little guy here. Say talk to. We're gonna beat him up. But not with the patron on level 5, we're not. We need to switch to Power Tree first. I can tell you that anyone that knows me knows I'm not a vanilla guy. Please, Patreg. No, Patreg, no. Don't do it, Patreg, no! Don't do it! Don't do it, Patreg! Ah, you knew he did it! Oh, he killed the Palchu. That's bad luck. That's really bad. I'm gonna have to attack it. How much damage? Oh god, I've got a wind weapon. That doesn't do any damage. Doesn't do any damage! No! Why didn't I heal Palchu? How much damage does the Patron do? Might just have to warp out the forest. I don't think a Patron's going to do anywhere near enough damage to Patreg, even with the elemental advantage. We might be able to do this. As long as you don't miss. Right, don't miss, please, Patron. Ah, you missed! No! No! My hopes, my dreams, they're dead. They're deader than my monsters right now. We're warping out the forest and we're gonna go heal. That is it. That is a definite F to pay respects moment because, if only I'd healed Palchu. I bought the liquors for it. I just completely forgot to do it. This is a character we're never, ever, 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 ever supposed to see. You should take care. You know, screw you. My work is complete for now. Yeah, not like this. Why can't you do any work? Sitting on your bloody throne? Help me out here. Why do I have to do everything? At least give me a discount at the shop. It's like, oh, you're gonna go save the world, are you? You're still paying full price. No, I don't want to use 100. Right, that's why I bought an extra sleep sport, just in case something stupid like that happened. I mean, the stars just aligned right there for everything to go wrong. Like, I screwed up, and then I wasn't doing any damage, and then I missed twice. Like, if I just missed once with the Palchu, or if I'd been able to hit with the Palchu, it would have been fine because I could have revived him with my Tendai. Or if, you know... Oh, and of course he's not here anymore. Oh my god. that I missed with the Parachute and the Apatron. Right, let's defend here. What I should have done first time, really. Please, Parachute, stop missing. For the love of 6 HP, please don't miss. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I don't know what I'm worried about. Just one attack. Thank you. Now we can go fight the boss. I might as well use the Great Walnuts while I'm here. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. This is absolutely fine. Don't worry. I've got this. Oh wait, I need to sleep spore. That's the other thing I forgot to do. Because this forest is so big, you need to sleep spore twice. But yeah, you might notice this is a palette swapped version of the very first forest we went to. But we go right in... Oh my god, the swab is so big. Why is the swab so fat? Just let me go. And of course this was... Pat Manti. I probably would have been fine just fighting the Pat Manti because it's also level 12. But there's no guarantee the Pat Manti shows up. That's why I always fight the Pat Dreg. Because the Pat Dreg is guaranteed. Okay, I'm going to switch the elements here. This will be important later. I think. Okay. Now to fight the first of the final 3 bosses. Actually, the final 4 bosses. I always forget about the final boss. Well, that was a little embarrassing, but we're back on track. Hopefully we didn't lose too much time. Gonna use the Mirror of Deva on a Patron. The Mirror of Deva is... so the last 3 bosses have a gimmick where they each have a magic... a status attack. And the first one is Poison. And it does terrible, terrible damage to... all your monsters because it's non-elemental. See, what we want Tutorius to do is this. We want Tutorius to fire attack and nothing else. And it's got 3 attacks. Hopefully we don't miss. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just not gonna talk anymore. Because, well, not talking didn't help. So Taurus, as you know, has got 3 attacks. It's got Fire Magic Attack. It's got MP Draining. And every time it does this, it takes 6 of my... a good portion of my MP. Stop draining my mana! This is actually terrible. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it drains your mana, it does a poison tail attack, and it does fire magic. And if it did nothing but fire magic, we'd be fine. Unfortunately, it keeps doing that, draining our mana. So we got to switch back to the main character here, Pochi. I'm gonna use a fine liquor. Do you know what? I really should reroute this so that I don't use fine liquors. I use excellence because I can kill a patron fully. Yeah, I like the monster designs in this game. Very unique, very cool. No, the draining! Anything but the draining and the poison. Right, hopefully. Okay, that's not good. Hopefully. Oh no! Don't poison tail. Okay, this is actually terrible. Like, this went from being bad to actually terrible. Okay, I can kill Taturis with Powchu. I can kill Fireboss with Mardrag. But then I still need to revive a Patron. Can level 12 a Patron kill Windboss? That's a question. Level 11 Powchu can't hit anything though! This is... Why do I keep missing? I'm gonna switch to Mardrag. Yeah, this is like some of the worst luck I've had in a long time. Like, in a couple years ago, I actually did a run. I think it was at SS4C Marathon, a little online one. And I challenged people to take a shot every time I got a miss, and I've missed about double. I did that entire run in this one alone, and we're not even finished yet. If you want to read something out, Pika, go ahead, because I've got to go back and heal.
Oh, yeah. I definitely have some time here now to read something amazing here. And I hope that will help you restore your luck. We've got $10 here from Atreus. Hello again, Atreus. Saying, oof, that's another 2 for the bingo, run gun pear-shaped, and this is fine. Another $10 for hard mode, so someone else can have it rough too. Wink face. Indeed, this may have gone towards that pear shape towards for this run, and I will say never ever eat pears. That's my comment there. But I do think this donation will help restore your luck for this end game. What do you think, Jack?
So, my luck is notorious for being bad in marathon runs.
I believe in you, Jack. You'll do fine. And thank you for donation, Atreus.
Yeah, thank you for the donations as well, guys. Oh my gosh. Can a level 12 Patron kill Windboss? That's a question. I mean, I could play it safe and level it up a bit. To level 14. It'll take about a minute. What time are we on? Get a Pika.
It depends a bit on the delay, but I see we're at 1 hour and 2 minutes, at least on my end. Don't know how much delay I have. So yeah, you've got a bit less than 20 minutes to estimate.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Let
me just send you this little, I guess, charm of good luck for this end. Then, if you, I shall support you.
My luck couldn't be any worse unless I had Trico on commentary right now. Like, well, that's all we need is the game to just crash and die.
Don't say
Perfect
it.
to a perfect run. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pray to the gods, sacrifice maybe a goat, maybe do a rain dance, that might help. So if you can get your rain dances in chat, you don't actually have to rain dance, just, you know, get up off your computers and start dancing, and I believe that will appease the gods. Not a religious man, but I do want to start praying right now. Okay. So Kikinak, like Chorus and the previous boss, turned into Fire Boss. Kikinak will now turn into Kelmar. Because he's like, you never paid attention to me. Stop speedrunning. Man, my feelings. And we're like, okay, bye, Kelmar. And then he turns into the Wind Boss. Again, another good thing about any percent, you don't fight this guy. And this is like the most notorious boss in the speedrun. Like, when I found out how to skip this boss, when I figured out the glitch, I was so happy. So incredibly happy. Also, we also got terrible luck with the Great Walnuts. So the Great Walnuts will increase my HP. We need 104 HP to guarantee not dying here. Oh! Oh! Man! Okay! Okay! Would you? What? I was mashing too hard that time. That time it was all me. I completely forget you get a double turn there. And supposed to summon Pikachu. Okay. Oof. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so when you told me I was at 102, I was like, okay, I could probably get this underestimate. Now, probably not. Because there's 2 more bosses after this, and about 3-4 minutes of cutscenes. Plus walking to the boss. Alright, let's try that again. That was a little embarrassing. Still, the luck hasn't been as bad as some of my runs yesterday in practice, though. I suppose that's something? But yeah, also, we're supposed to get Great Walnuts to increase our health, because the boss can do a maximum of 103 damage with this attack. Okay, we lived on 1 again. Okay, we're good. Mirror of Deva Pikachu. Don't mash too hard. My hand is off my mash button. Then we summon Pikachu. So, Satarian... we missed! What is going on with the luck today? Who cursed me? Yeah, Satarian's element status attack is asleep, and every time it pushes you to sleep, it heals. Oh my god, it's just going ham on me. Do the wind tornado attack, please. If he did this attack, I'd be fine, because... Okay, we should be okay now, as long as Satarian doesn't... As long as Satarian doesn't put Mardrek to sleep. Oh, I missed my opportunity to make the Paddle Chew, I choose you joke. Okay, we're good. As long as Mardrek doesn't miss. How many times have I said that this run? We're okay as long as we don't miss. Frankly, I'm getting a bit tired. Double attack. Does about 58. Ooh, stop missing!
Maybe if you beg it to keep missing, maybe that will do the reverse effect.
Might work. Right, all we have to... Okay, so now we have to keep missing Wind Boss. Yeah, miss again. Please miss. Okay. Right, now we're in the end game. Yes, we can kill a Wind Boss with a level 12 Apatron. That's good to know. Yeah, a lot of the other bosses just punch you. For some reason, Wind Boss decides to just slam its head into your face. Oh.
Man shall obtain yet
Okay. Just 2 more bosses and a little bit more cutscene to watch and we should be done. And this lazy git. Oh, I see you killed the one truly horrifying boss, monster in the entire world. I'm glad I could help sitting on this chair over here. I'm gonna give you another quest now. Wipe your feet on the way in, kid. Oh my god, get off the wall. The game is not usually this volatile to RNG. I've missed a lot more than I expected to. Like, I expected to have an average run, which would have taken about 110. And even with that little screw up, shouldn't have taken me too much longer, but... Alright, Sleep Spores, he's a great walnut. You walnut. Also do need to heal before the battle. Sleep Spores are amazing as well because they keep everything asleep, as obviously the name implies. They're basically like the best item for speedrunning. Oh, right, I forgot that guy was there. Nearly hit the monster. But yeah, our monsters are the right level for the final 2 bosses. We don't need Power Chew anymore. Just gonna do a little rain dance of my own. Okay. Excellent. Nope. Use a sleep spore, please. So the sleep spores will last for about 35 seconds or something. And the little rain dance I did there was just to make sure the monster had woken up, because some of them don't wake up if they're asleep on the screen. So I needed to make sure it woke up before I went into that room that it was in. I'm gonna use fine liquor. Nope. Yeah, just so I didn't have to encounter it. Fragron and a Spiral. Spirals are great in any percent because you have to kill one to get your monster up to level 18 to fight the final boss. So you have to encounter one. And another Spiral. Right, so last terrible RNG bit. As long as I'm able to run from this guy, I'm fine. Okay, that's good. I was actually supposed to save before I went into this room, but we're good now. We're just on the final boss. Final 2 bosses, but they're both in this room. The little ball set creatures showed up. I have no idea what this guy's called. I've always just called him Little Furry Ballsack. And then he turns into your girlfriend. Technically your wife. And then she's like spin, 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 spin. And then... This is not live. This is a dream. You're in a coma. Please wake up! Okay, so we're going to use a Mirror of Deva on Mardreg. So the final elemental boss is Earth boss. If you're wondering what a water boss is, it doesn't exist. That's one of the things they cut out to make way for voice acting. And yeah, the last boss can do a petrification attack, and it's even worse than sleep because it reduces your accuracy. Delphinel's got 3 attacks. Little teabag attack here, that's the petrifying one. That's what we need the Mirror of Deva for. It's going to do a stomp here, so I'm going to do a defend, because that's a wind up for a really heavy attack that does about 200 damage. But with the defense, it reduces the damage by quite a bit. And we do need to defend at one point during this battle, because we need to get 6 special attacks done. Yeah, I'm going to defend again just to play safe. This will lose about 8 seconds, but we're already going over estimate, so 8 seconds isn't going to matter too much. Yeah, usually you only wanted to do 1 wind up and 1 stomp, but it did 2 there, so that's slightly bad luck. Yeah, because we need Mardreg to not die to Earth Boss, so we're going to switch to a Patron here. And kill the Earth Boss. Thankfully, the bosses are a lot easier to kill than their monsters. Get double turn, and Earth Boss is down. Right, now we just got the final boss. So time will be, there'll be a little cutscene, take about a minute. Woo! Woo! No, I freaking forgot to kill. I missed the button. I must have pushed the wrong button. Supposed to heal after that battle. This is fine. Time will be when either my main character dies or the final boss dies. This is a new category, guys. It's called death percent. Dying as many times as possible. Actually, I should be okay, because I did a double defend with the Mardreg. You do heal slightly after battle. A Patron didn't take too much damage. So... And I did heal, so I should be okay. I may need to heal in the battle, but... If I play it right, I should be fine. Yeah, so we use the 4 elemental crystals to save the world. Final Fantasy. Yeah, playing an ocarina to summon monsters, to grab elemental crystals, to save the world from a calamity. Original story! Pain percent, excellent. Exactly. And oh no, it's the Dream Man! Thankfully his monster isn't as overpowered this time. And he's the chosen one of darkness. We are the chosen one of the light. It's like that thing from those movies. You know, the Schwartz. And he's got he got the downside, and I got the upside. May the Schwartz be with you. Okay, switching to air already. It's not too bad so far. Usually we can get him down to about half health before he switches to fire. Yeah, the gimmick of this final boss is A, he summons before you, and B, he switches elements. Kind of randomly. And it goes around in a circle, so you can generally predict what he's gonna do. So when he switches to fire, you switch to water because water's good against fire, because it goes around in a circle like air, earth beats air, water. Sorry, earth beats water, water beats fire, fire beats air, air beats earth. And when he's doing that attack there, that changes the element of the arena, strengthening that type of attack. So, he healed. Dang it. I was like, as long as he doesn't heal, we can kill him now. But no, he healed, didn't he? And he's got this annoying, like, Kamehameha attack. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Do I switch? I switch. Yeah, I switch. And I heal, and I hope I don't get crit. I think that was a mistake. Sorry, I'm slightly puckered at this point because I need 2 more attacks. Chosen One is very fast, often gets double attacks, and often dodges. No, I think the run's dead. No, why, Chosen One? His Schwartz is bigger than mine. I defend. I attack. Time's coming up. Get ready, Tech. No! Last attack! That was the last attack I needed to do! It's done. Time. That's time. That works. I'm done. The final boss is dead. Holy crap. That was the worst marathon. That was the worst luck I've ever had in this game.
Wow. At least we could say it's not a downfall timeline. Now it was still a success despite everything.
I still won.
Well,
I still beat the final boss despite everything that happened.
but I dare say you'll come out of this stronger now. because that was truly the test. Just that, the test for you. But yes, congratulations on this run. I think everybody here enjoyed it. Do you have any final words you want to say before we move on to the next one?
Why do I play RPGs? My luck is terrible. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you everyone who watched. Thanks for donating. Oh my gosh. This is... I can't thank you guys enough for sticking around. It was so much... It's a lot of fun. Like, I don't mind playing a game. I think it's funny when everything goes bad. It's like, it's great when everything goes well. but it's hilarious when everything goes bad, and I think that's what you like from my runs, isn't it? Because everything always goes bad, and we have a good time. So thanks, everyone. I'll catch you later in the marathon.
It went all bad, but it was all right in the end. I think that's a good way to put it. But yes, indeed. We'll very shortly be moving into intermission, right after which we'll have LEGO Star Wars, the complete saga of free-play RTA by Laser Trap. So hang on, everyone. We'll be starting in just a few minutes, right after a short intermission.